Let's see. We are about to be live. And three, two, one. Here we go. Hey, doing a lot more tonight than I normally do. But nevertheless, Chris Jenkins with Charlotte Vibe, credentialed member of the media covering the Carolina Panthers. And today, Monday, August 24th, a day before my 1 month wedding anniversary. But I'm here to talk to you about the Carolina Panthers. So, hey, give me some feedback. Let's start engaging and talking, all right? So this is my continued attempt to bring you news and updates about the Carolina Panthers faster than before, where I'm going to do live videos pretty much each day, letting you know about observations and things that have happened with the team. So let me know what you think. Might be working out a few kinks, but certainly want to be working for you all and keeping you up to date with this team that's, admittedly is probably the toughest year to follow the Carolina Panthers because with the COVID situation, fans can't see the team. There's no fan fest, and even media has select access to the Carolina Panthers. And I'm very happy to report that tomorrow, yours truly will be back at the Panthers field watching the Carolina Panthers. I look forward to my temperature scan and wearing my special vest and wristband to prove that I have passed the COVID testing for my level of media to watch the practice tomorrow. What's up, Ali? Hopefully I said that right. And what's up, Chris Johnson? So today, Carolina Panthers are getting into really their second week of practice with the pads on and following up with some very good competitive scrimmages that they had last week. So things are going to start to take the shape for Matt Rule and his coaching staff and what this roster will ultimately look like. So what exactly is Rule looking at this week? So he was happy with some things that took place last week, but this week he's looking to build on the progress made from last week, and he describes it as raising the standard. He wants guys to play harder. He wants guys to play faster, and he likes what he sees. He feels like he is seeing that so far from the team today. So today was a lot of 11 on 11. Most of that practice was spent inside of the bubble, which means whenever there's team 11 on 11 type activities, we cannot divulge what we saw too much because we don't want to tip the hat. And when I say that, it makes me think about something that Coach Rule mentioned today that I liked, and I'm going to share with you all, which is, I've had concern about how good this team will be. And the one thing I don't have a concern about anymore is how well they'll be prepared. I'm not saying they'll be successful, but I feel like they are doing everything that they can do given the circumstances to have a successful season. Now, the level of success is yet to be seen, but I feel like they're going in some pretty good steps. But before I digress, Matt Rule mentioned that one of the things that he has to be careful about when he's talking to the media, and by the way, I like talking to Coach Matt Rule. He pretty much answers every question and he expounds on things, which is good for us to help report back to you all what we're seeing. But nevertheless, he likes the fact that one of the advantages that they have is without having preseason games yet, it's making it harder for him as a coach to evaluate talent and get used to things in his first year as an NFL coach. But it also gives them an advantage that nobody knows what they're going to do. And I think that's great. I think that's a really good point. That happens with rookie quarterbacks in the NFL. So it can happen with rookie coaches that you don't have any tape on them. You don't know what they're going to be like. So you may be able to come out, sneak a few games, gain a lot of confidence, and have yourself perhaps a surprise season. Hey, B. Evans, what's up? I have not claimed my Man of the People title yet this year. So let me go ahead and claim that Man of the People title because I do enjoy working for the fans. And leave your comments, leave your questions below, and I will ask those questions. But continuing on, a lot of players that Coach Rule has talked about recently, they are starting to shine more. Those players being like Tarek Hemingway, Justin Burris, Efe Ibada, specifically on those guys. Hemingway had a one-handed catch today in practice that was beautiful to see, beautiful. Justin Burris had a very good play with stopping Robbie Anderson in the backfield as he was trying to do a little razzle-dazzle. Don't know if Rule likes the fact that, maybe what's going on with his offense there, but that guy, Justin Burris, is doing well. And as well as Efe Ibada was noticed today. Normally, Efe has been on the edge, and what Rule has been doing with FA has been working him on the edge, on the line, as well as inside. Just saying, hey, the more these guys can do, the better. But Abada is a guy that he feels like is capable of doing something like that. On the defense side, Rule was asked about leadership and somebody that could be a person that is the coach on the field. Of course, this is alluding to replacing Luke Kuechly, which, of course, you're going to hear about. And Rule commented that he's not really looking to get that player that replaces Luke. He's not looking to get that player that's going to be the coach out on the field right now. Right now, he admits and knows that he has a lot of young players on this team, a lot of new guys, and a lot of people that are not even young, but they're still learning a new system. So right now, what is he emphasizing? Focus on you. Focus on your role. Focus on knowing what you need to do in your role on this defense, on this team. And then the leadership will naturally evolve as time goes on about someone being that coach on the field. But right now, at the beginning, he doesn't want anyone trying to reach and do that role. Just focus on themselves. And I like that. And he mentioned Dante Jackson as a guy that he also wants to excel as more than just a cover guy. Everybody could certainly get excited with Dante's speed and athleticism to say, hey, he could be a heck of a cover guy. But why not also be a good guy that can come in and do a peanut punch on a play, chase down a play on the runner, get the punch, and maybe, cause some loose balls going on there. So I like that. I like the way that he's thinking. I like the way that he's coaching, and certainly get more and more excited about seeing this team as we get closer to actually seeing them in action. At this point, they would have had two preseason games, but they have not had any right now. Shaq Thompson was also a person that we were able to speak to today. Oh, hold on. Let me get back. Oh, Tyler. Luke is a generational talent. You can't be the next Luke. You can only be the first you. Very well said. Very well said. Shaq Thompson also had a chance to sit down and talk with the media today. He was asked about how is his team coming together, and how can this team defensively become cohesive? And he said it's mostly just a trusting process and believing in one another that's going to get them there. Certainly things are new for a lot of people, and they didn't have all the practices that they would normally have had together at this point. But trusting in the process, live video, you get to hear me burp every now and then, but trusting in the process is going to be key. And he feels like that's happening with this defense, and something that he's himself, again, he's not trying to be anything beyond Shaq Thompson, but in him trying to help the younger guys, he's just telling them, hey, be prepared for this game to be fast. It's going to be a fast game when you come from college to pros. And even PJ Walker, who talked to the media today, spoke about even going to the XFL, just realizing how much faster the NFL will be than other levels. And furthermore to that, Shaq said that he likes the fact that Coach Rule is having a really good tempo, and he feels like Rule is actually doing a really good job of doing all that he can to get these younger players prepared for this level of football that they have not played at, even with practices, keeping them fast, keeping them stadium sound, ambient noises, not knowing what kind of environments these teams are going to be at. And quite frankly, at one stadium they can have no people, at another stadium they can have a ton of people. So he's just trying to get this team very well prepared to play football in any kind of circumstances. And Shaq, his growing has been his thing that he's been working through. Been seeing him do extra exercises, new stretches. He says the growing is feeling pretty good. It's getting better and better each day. Nothing that he feels is going to hinder his performance this upcoming season. And this upcoming season, what did Shaq Thompson work on the most? What did he seek to improve upon the most? It's pass rushing. So we will see just how much improvement Shaq has. I think we're down to about, 2 weeks until that first regular season game, which we played the Raiders. Interesting that Shaq was asked about his fondness of the Raiders, especially being out from that area. Took the high road, of course, said, hey, I'm a Carolina Panthers. That's what I'm focusing on. Did not go to talk about any of his likeness or dislikeness possibly for the Raiders. But he also talked about voting, and you're going to see more teams or professionals talk about social justices and community movements and things of that nature. And yeah, I did appreciate the fact that he said that he has realized with the world being crazy and, a lot of trying times in this world, that there needs to be more love. And he believes that voting is something that he should do, and he's never done. So it's going to be the first time that he votes. And he's encouraging those that if you have not registered to vote, to please go ahead, take a moment and vote. So I appreciate hearing that message, and I want to share that with you all. Again, I want to hear some feedback from you all about what kind of content that you want to do. I still continue to rack my brains about what kind of content that I can do given the COVID situations. Normally, you all love, and I really love, bringing you one-on-one interviews with these players, doing cool games and things to help you learn about them as a person and see their personality. Certainly don't think I'm going to be able to do much of that this season, but I'm looking to hear from you all ideas about what you would like to see. So far, I just plan to be a lot of engagement with you all, not just telling you the news, but taking questions from you and bringing you on the show if you want to be on the show and talking about this Carolina Panthers football team. So leave those comments below. Hit a thumbs up. If you haven't, hit the notifications, and at least hit the like button. That way other Panthers fans will help find out about me and help me do bigger things. So, hey, enjoy your Monday. This is Chris Jenkins for Charlotte Vibe.